Hello and welcome to Goa365 News Now. I am Subhashish and these are the headlines. After zooming past several deadlines, authorities in Panjim now in a race against time to meet yet another deadline for the Smart City project. Panjim MLA asserts that consultants will face the brunt for any substandard work. Authorities in Mapsa turn a blind eye towards the local market. Shoppers greeted by broken footpaths, roofs and piles of garbage. Air traffic takes a massive hit in North India. Flights cancelled, delayed by hours due to dense fog. Center issues notice to Indigo, Mumbai airport over viral tarmac dining video. And now for the news in detail. Authorities in Mapsa have seemingly turned a blind eye towards the local market. Despite being an economic hub for Mapsa, the market is lacking basic facilities. Even basic hygiene is an issue in the market. Here's our reporter Nitiksha Gaokar with the story.
म्हापशेचो बाजार पुराय गोयभर फामाद आसा, पूण ह्या मार्केटान ज्यो सुखद सुविधा आसपाक जाय त्यो अजून नात. तशेंच जो डेव्हलपमेंट ह्या मार्केटान जावपाक जाय तो अजूनय जाल्लो ना. कितलेशेच वर्सां पयलीं हे मार्केट ज्या स्थितीत आशिल्ले ते अजूनय तशेंच आसा. हांगा मेन म्हणजे हांगा जो हॉट मिक्सिंग ह्या मार्केटान जावपाक जाय ते अजूनय जाल्ले ना. हांगा जर आमी पळयशात जाल्यार चलपाक प्रॉपर रस्तो ना. खंय तरी बेगीनचे बेगीन म्युनिसिपालिटीन हेचेर खंय तरी लक्ष दवरपाक जाय. तशेंच आयज आमी फुलांच्या मार्केटान गेले जाल्यार हे म्हणजे मार्केट आसा, थंय लोक जी फुलां विकपाक बसता हे मार्केट केन्नाय कोसळूं शकता. थंय जर आमी पळयशात ती नितळसाण आमकां पळोवपाक मेळना. गैराव जर आमी पळयशात जाल्यार गैराव इतलो थंय लोंबलेलो आसा, कोणूच थंय क्लिनलीनस करिना, मेंटेनन्स थंयचो घेतिल्लो ना. आयज खंय तरी ह्या सगळ्याचेर कारवाय करपाची गरज आसा. खंय तरी आयज उदरगत जी आसा म्हापशेची ही जाल्ली आमकां दिश्टी पडना. हो जो बाजार आसा हो फामाद असो बाजार, कितलेशेच लोक हांगा शॉपिंग करपाक येता. जायत्यो वस्तू ह्या मार्केटान अवेलेबल आसा, पण लोकां खातीर जो जागो, ज्यो बिल्डींग, जे कॉम्प्लेक्स आसा, ज्या मार्केटान शॉपां आसा ती पयलीं आशिल्ली तशीच आसा. ही शॉपां केन्नाय कोसळूं शकता. सो आयज तरी हेचेर खंय तरी कारवाय करपाक जाय आनी बेगीनच्या बेगीन हे मार्केट रिनोवेट करपाची गरज आसा.
Nitiksha Gaokar, Subhashish Govekar and Sanika Nagvekar for Goa365.
After zooming past several deadlines, authorities in Panjim are now in yet another race against time to meet a deadline. Panjim MLA Atanasio Babush Montserrat has reassured that smart city works will be completed before the 31st May deadline, with consultants being held responsible for any substandard work. How far this will be adhered to is something to be seen, given the lack of accountability so far in the course of the project.
Now basically dates and time has been set for completion of each work.
New date and time will you say?
No. Now each contractor basically was called, and each contractor has got a different basically jobs of theirs to be done. So basically we try to have a date or deadline for each contractor when their job will be completed. Because what happens now, all the sewage lines and all those things should be laid down. It is only after that then the roads will be there. So until unless you have a deadline for the sewage, for the completion of the sewage, then only the road thing can be taken up.
So 1-to-1 meeting with contractors.
With all separate contractors, there was a meeting with chief secretary basically was there. he has taken the meeting.
So what is their response? Because you had given them a deadline. So what is their response?
No, deadline, that's what I'm saying. 31st January, so we are working on that same deadline. 31st May, we are working on the same deadline. So on that, for that deadline, to complete on that deadline, a different basically setup was done. We had different contractors is concerned, with different contractors doing different types of jobs. So only once that jobs are complete, then only the road work will be taken.
So any suggestion from SP Traffic, because he was there for the meeting?
No, SP traffic basically was crawled because as and when we need to block the roads and basically a different way should be for traffic, for flow of traffic is concerned. That's the reason SP traffic. So everyone, we have taken basically everyone on board. So tomorrow it should not be that this contractor is that now as far as the deadline is concerned. So no contractor basically should miss the deadline, because if you miss this deadline, then that deadline gets extended.
So
we cannot.
CCP wasn't part of this meeting?
CCP also was part of it. All agencies were there. CCP was there, PDA was there, PWD was there, and sewage department.
So it is possible.
See, आता लास्ट कितें केलें तें आतां इसरोया आतां फुडें कितें करपाचें वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड वी आर नॉट गोइंग लेट अस नॉट गो बिहाइंड सो नाव वी विल लुक फॉरवर्ड at least as today after this meeting at least I am satisfied that at least work basically will be as per the schedule.
However, when asked what will happen should it rain before the stipulated May 31st deadline, the MLA has this to say.
पावस आतां आमी देवा कडेन फकत मागपाचें मेळाचे पयलीं पावस पडपाचो इतलेंच.
Speaking on the widely questioned quality of work, the MLA said that consultants will be held responsible, especially since they are being paid handsomely. Listen.
Substance, as I said, our thing is the contract, the consultant is the main fellow who will be held responsible as far as the standard work is concerned, because the consultant will have to check the work before basically clearing his bills. So he will basically be taken to task. That's what I am trying to tell you. My thing is basically to see that the work is complete by deadline by 31st, where the people don't suffer henceforth. Now, for these some days, people will have to take a little bit of trouble as far as the vehicles and all. They will have to walk to even to go to their shops and all, because the vehicles will not be allowed where the work is going on. Now, what I am trying to tell you, substandard work, what I meant, that is the responsibility of the consultant. So why you are paying huge amount to the consultant? So if any substandard work is done, he will be directly blamed.
I mean, how many works are left to be finished?
But then in different stages it is. No? It is not. I mean, maybe in one place maybe work also is not even started. But other places work is almost getting complete. There are certain they have made in different zones like green, red, then different colors. So as per the work progress goes. So green means that at final stage as far as the now you can basically tar the road.
Dylan Rodriguez, Subhashish Govekar and Omkar Deshprabhu for Goa365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Air traffic in the northern parts of India has taken a massive hit owing to the dense fog hampering visibility. This has inadvertently led to hundreds of flights being cancelled or delayed by hours. The situation, however, has led to some shocking incidents, from pilots being attacked to passengers dining on the tarmac.
The centre on Wednesday issued show cause notices to Indigo Airlines and the Mumbai airport after a video of passengers eating on the tarmac at the airport went viral on social media. Videos and images circulating on social media on Monday showed stranded passengers sitting on the tarmac beside an aircraft in Mumbai casually indulging in meals. The bizarre sight was a consequence of the extensive flight disruptions experienced at Delhi airport due to dense fog on the previous day. Another incident on Monday saw a passenger assault the co-pilot of a Goa-bound Indigo flight after the flight was delayed by over 10 hours.
Please, let's not one of you. You are lying.
अरे वो
हम कितनी देर से बैठे हैं? आप ऐसा क्या नहीं कर सकते? हम पागल.
Over the past 2 days, the IGI airport in Delhi has witnessed scenes of utter chaos as stranded passengers face prolonged delays. Shouts and slogans echoed through the terminals as frustrated travelers expressed their discontent. In response, airport personnel and ground staff worked tirelessly to manage the situation and assist the affected passengers. After hundreds of flights arriving to and departing from Delhi's Indira Gandhi Airport faced severe delays due to intense fog over the last 2 days, Union Minister Sindhya announced that the ministry is taking steps to avoid situations like this in the future. Subhashish Govekar and Omkar Deshprabhu for Goa365.
Entrepreneur and political outsider Vivek Ramaswamy announced that he is dropping out of the 2024 US presidential race after a disappointing performance in the Iowa caucus. A caucus is a meeting of members of a political party to select candidates. Ramaswamy also extended his support for former US President Donald Trump for the upcoming US presidential election.
Vivek Ramaswamy had positioned himself as a conservative alternative to Donald Trump, but his campaign failed to gain significant traction. In a statement, Ramaswamy said he was honored to have been a part of the race and offered his full endorsement to Trump. With Ramaswamy's exit, the field of Republican candidates is narrowed and Trump remains the frontrunner in the race for the party's nomination.
Not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. Not just to the Democrats, but to our own side. And not just to other campaigns and candidacies, but to ours. And so I will stick to the truth tonight. The first hard truth, and this one's hard for me, I gotta admit this. But we've looked at it every which way, and I think it is true that we did not achieve the surprise that we wanted to deliver tonight. And I think that that's just a hard fact that we're going to have to accept as a campaign. And the question then is, what do we do that is right for our country? And so Purv and I, we actually didn't make this contingency plan before everybody told us to. We said, no, we're not doing that. But we talked about it tonight. We took a little bit of time in our apartment in Des Moines before coming here to make some hard choices. And I wanted to make a couple of announcements tonight to get the business out of the way. And then I want to tell you where we're going. As of this moment, we are going to suspend this presidential campaign. And this is going to have to be, there's no path for me to be the next president absent things that we don't want to see happen in this country. And I think that I am very worried for our country.
Yes, absolutely.
I think we are skating on thin ice as a nation. And I'm also making the decision that this has to be an America First candidate in that White House.
Yes.
As I've said since the beginning, there are 2 America First candidates in this race. And earlier tonight I called Donald Trump to tell him that I congratulate him on his victory, and now going forward he will have my full endorsement for the presidency. And I think we're going to do the right thing for this country. And so I'm going to ask you to follow me in taking our America First movement to the next level. It did not begin in 2016. It began in 1776. And for the next journey of this race, we are going to make sure that our movement is actually the one that actually leads and saves this country in the next step. Thank you.
You said you didn't really put much thought into this before this evening, so what changed your mind tonight?
We didn't know what to expect, right? We expected a different result than the one we had. We go back to the first principles. The campaign is founded on truth. What's true? True is we didn't deliver the result that we hoped to. What's true is there's not a path for me to the nomination. What's true is that it has to be an America First president that leads this country forward. There's no other option. And I do think that the best choice for this nation, if it's not going to be me leading this country, will be to have Donald Trump in that role.
So you're going to join him at a rally tomorrow in New Hampshire?
I expect to, if we're able to make it there, yes.
And are you going to campaign on his behalf all over the country now? Is that your plan? Does he want you to do that?
I will campaign on behalf of the America First movement, but right now I really told you, we didn't have a plan B. We made our plan A tonight. We had our plan A before and that wasn't meant to be. So we made our new plan A now, which is that we're going to do whatever is required to save this country and to make sure that we take our America First movement to the next level. I called Donald Trump, spoke to him, congratulated him, let him know that he was going to have my endorsement. We had a very, very friendly conversation about advancing this country and how we're going to do it. And he's going to have my full throated support for winning this election. But the movement we've built here is something that's going to take us to our future, bringing young people, outside voters in. I'm so proud of what we accomplished. And what comes next is really up to the people of this country, but I'm going to do my part to make sure that our best days are ahead of us.
What would you
Manish Parab and Nikhil Jalmi for Goa365.
We will take another short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. And finally, for the weather, anticipate a more stable forecast for the week with prevailing dry weather and mostly clear skies, except for occasional stray clouds. Expect winds on Wednesday to provide relief from high temperatures, making it an overall pleasant week ahead.
Anticipating temperatures a degree or two above normal on Wednesday raises concern for heat-sensitive individuals, given the elevated risk of heat cramps and exhaustion. It's advisable to venture outdoors before 1 pm or after 4 pm. Most regions in north and south will experience highs of 34 degrees Celsius. Wednesday night is expected to see a significant improvement, with temperatures dropping into the low 20s. Clear skies will make it quite cool, possibly requiring a light jacket. Temperatures remain above normal on Wednesday. Caution advised for heat-sensitive folk. Haze, light fog expected on 17. Commuters to stay alert. Maximum and minimum temperatures 34 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius. No alerts issued for boat owners along the Goa coast. Bureau Report Goa365 with inputs from IMD.
And with that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. You can also follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Goa365 TV. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep watching Goa365.